Okay, welcome back. This is El Maestro, no? Sir Paulo, na-miss ko kayong lahat, no? It's been a while na hindi ako nakapag-upload ng videos. Um, Matagal-tagal din yun, no? So, but for now, we're going to discuss variation. This is a very important topic kasi it is really makikita natin, no, sa real life na pangyayari sa araw-araw yung variation. Napakasimple lang, no? Different kind of variation, pero somehow medyo magkakapare-pareho yung pagsosolve natin ito. Okay? So, before we proceed, get your pen, notebook, your module, your book, no, para makasubaybay o makasunod kayo sa akin. Okay? So, let's first have the definition. The real world situation where two variables are related to each other such that if one quantity increases or decreases, the other quantity also increases or decreases in specific ways. In mathematics, this concept is called variation. Meaning, in real life, meron mga bagay na kapag yung isang bagay ay tumataas, yung apektadong bagay naman ito ay bumababa. Okay, meron mga ganun. Or, let's say for example, bumababa yung isang bagay, yung isang bagay naman tumataas. Okay? So, may mga different variation tayong nakikita sa araw-araw. Okay? So, let's say for example, habang tumataas yung gasolina, di ba? Napansin nyo? So, habang tumataas yung presyo ng crude or yun ng gasolina, tumataas din yung presyo ng mga pangunahing bilihin. Okay? So, napansin, pag bumaba naman yung presyo ng mga gasolina o yung mga presyo ng crudo, bumababa din halos yung mga pangunahing bilihin. No? So, meaning, these two are related. No? Merong variation na nangyayari. So, yun lang isa sa example na meron yung variation. So, first is we have direct variation. Ito yung pinakaunang variation. So, sabi dito sa direct variation, two quantities are in direct variation if the ratio between two quantities is constant and when one quantity increases, ito yung important, if one quantity increases, the other quantity decreases. So meaning, habang tumataas yung isa, bumababa naman yung isang value. Okay? Habang tumataas yung isang value, tumataas din yung isang value. Parang yung example natin kanina, yung gas. Okay? So habang tumataas yung presyo ng crudo, tumataas din yung mga pangunahing bilihin. So direct variation yung dalawang yon. Okay? So when quantity decreases, also the other decreases. So ganun yon yung direct variation. So let's have a illustration, no? Okay, regarding this direct variation. So consider a motorist drives along Philippine-Japan Diversion Road at a constant speed. So normally, no, may marami tayong makita sasakyan. So let's say for example, merong isang sasakyan, no, traversing the diversion road at 60 km per hour. Yun yung constant speed niya. Meaning, binabaybay niya yung diversion road sa constant speed. Okay. So, how far will he go in 2 hours? So, after 2 hours, gano'n na ba siya kalayo? After 5 hours, gano'n na siya kalayo? After 3 hours, meaning, kahit anong, after how many hours na pagta-travel niya, gano'n na ba kalayo yung maabot niya? So, let's say, for example, this is your car, which is, merong constant speed na 60 km per hour, meaning, hindi nag-change yung takbo ng sasakyan nyo, 60 km per hour, and first is, nag-travel yung sasakyan natin ng, so, yung sasakyan natin travels, yun, una, 1 hour. So, alam natin na constant speed is 60 km per hour, meaning in 1 hour, meron na siyang na-travel na 60 kilometers. Let's say, for example, another hour, nagbiyahe siya, traveling another hour. Anong mangyayari? If mapapansin nyo, travel siya another hour, so meaning, ilang oras na ba siya nag-travel? Okay, 2 hours na. After 2 hours, gaano na kalayo yung naabot niya? Okay, so meaning, nadodouble yung travel distance niya. So, nagiging 120 kilometers per hour. So, if you will put this into a table, napansin nyo, okay, habang tumataas yung oras ng biyahe natin, okay, from 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours to 3 hours, humahaba din yung distansya ng natatravel. So, from 60 kilometers, nagiging 120. After 3 hours, 180 na yung biyahe niya. 4 hours, naging 240 and so on. So, these two, time and the distance, are direct variation. Habang tumataas yung oras ng biyahe, humahaba yung distance na naaabot ng travel natin. So, these two are direct variation. Nakuha nyo? So, ito yung isang concrete example ng direct variation. Aside sa nung example natin kanina na yung tumataas yung presyo ng gasolina, tumataas din yung presyo ng mga bilihin. Okay? So, how are we going to solve this kind of problem? Actually, class, if alam na natin paano isosolve yung direct variation, later on, yung ibang variation, medyo mas madali na lang sa atin. Kasi yung process is the same lang. Okay? So, this is just a illustration. If the ratio of two quantities is constant, the two quantities are direct variation. To understand this, let us recall that a portion is an equality of two ratios. Okay, in the proportion 3/4 and 6/8, or that is just 3:4 and 6:8. No, don't just ni class. This is the ratio and proportion. Okay, if mapansin nyo na yung means, pag minultiply mo yung means at yung extremes ng dalawang proportion natin, equal yung product nila. Okay, 24. This is just an illustration sa direct variation. So let's have an example of this. Okay? Okay, this one. How are we going to identify if a given problem is direct variation? Meron tayong mga keywords na dapat babantayan. Ito lang, class. The keywords are, pag sinabing direct, varies directly, meaning that is direct variation. Okay? Let's say, for example, Z varies directly as Y. So, meaning, yung problem natin is direct variation. Okay? Ito lang yung mga keywords na babantayan natin. Next. P varies directly as quantity Q. Napansin nyo, puro varies directly. If may makita kayong ganito, meaning our problem is direct variation. Okay? So, paano gagawin yung equation? Ganito lang yung paggawa ng equation. So, Z varies directly as Y. So, meaning that is Z is equal to KY. The same is P varies directly as quantity Q, meaning that is P is equal to KQ. Sir, bakit may K? Okay. K is the constant variation. Na always meron yan. Okay? So, pag gagawa tayo, i-equate lang natin yung Z at Y, pero lalagyan natin ng K. So, pag nagawa na natin yung equation, pwede na tayo mag-solve. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay? So, tatandaan nyo lang yung varies directly na mga keywords. So, let's say for example, let's have an example class. Let's say for example, if Y varies directly as X, okay, napansin nyo, nandito yung word na varies directly. So, meaning, since varies directly, the problem is direct variation. So, gagawa tayo ngayon ng equation like this, depende sa given. But since Y varies directly as X, so ang gagawin natin is gagawa tayo ng equation. So, that is Y equal to, just like this, lagyan natin ng K, varies directly as X. So, this is now our equation. Y is equal to Kx. Okay? If napansin yung maraming given dito, ito yung first condition, Y is equal to 12 when X is equal to 12. Meaning these two varies directly. So, gagawin natin is, first thing is, we have to solve for K. Yun yung pinakauna natin kasi wala tayong K. So, solve for K using this given, yung 12 at 4. Okay? You substitute now from our equation, ito. So, Y is 12. K, lagay nyo, then 4, X is 4. Okay? Then, divide both sides by 4 so that ma-eliminate natin yung 4. So, K na lang yung matitira dito. Okay? So, that is 4 divided by 4 is K. 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. 3 is equal to k or k is equal to 3. This time, masosolve na natin si find y when x is equal to 12. Okay, so solve for y when x is 12. So, the same equation yung gagamitin natin. Then, this time, ang isusolve natin si y na. Given yung k and x. So, y is equal to 3. 3 kasi yung k natin. Then, yung x natin is 12. So, 3 times 12 is equal to 36. Ganun lang kasimple, class. So, all you have to do first is to write an equation. Then, find the first condition. Ito yung first condition to solve for k. Pag na-solve na yung k, doon na tayo sa problem kung ano yung pinapahanap sa atin. Okay? So, that is for direct variation. Next, we have the next variation that we're going to learn is the inverse variation. What is inverse variation? So, two quantities are inverse variation if the product between two quantities is constant. Okay? Next, when one quantity increases, ito yung pinaka-importante. When one quantity increases, the other decreases. If yung direct variation kanina, class, if tataas yung isa, the other one is tataas also. This time, yung inverse, hindi. Habang tumataas yung isa, bumababa naman yung value ng isa. Let's say, for example, yung load natin, data. Okay? Habang tumataas yung time ng paggamit natin sa data, lumiliit yung data natin hanggang naging 0. So, magpapaload na naman tayo. Okay? Nakita nyo? Okay, inversely, ang pag-change nila. Okay? So, habang tumataas yung usage natin ng data, bumababa naman yung data natin sa ating cellphone. So, that is inversely proportional. Okay? So, yun yung babantayan nyo. And these are the keywords na dapat natin bantayan. If yung varies directly is for direct variation, yung inversely naman, class, or inverse variation is meron siyang naka-state na varies inversely. Okay? Let's say y varies inversely as x, or a varies inversely as b. Okay? So, mas madali lang natin ma-identify because of the word inversely. Okay? Next, ano yung equation niya? Equation niya is ganito. Ang k always siya nasa taas. Since yung x varies inversely, so that is over x. B varies inversely, A varies inversely as B, so B nasa baba. I-over nyo lang. Okay, instead of kung direct variation is nasa taas, k times x, so yung v, yung x this time, since inversely, nasa baba. Okay? Ganun lang. So, you know how to make the equation, then mas madali yung pag-solve natin. Kasi yung pag-solve natin, the same pa rin. Let's have this. Look at this table. Tingnan nyo. Habang lumalaki yung value ng x natin, 2, 4, 8, 10. Diba? Increasing yung value ng x natin. What happened to the value of y? 20, 10, 5, 4. Meaning, this table is inversely proportional. Okay? Habang tumataas yung isa, bumababa naman yung the other one. Let's say, for example, yung parang cellphone, ang cellphone natin, mahal at first. Bagong labas, di ba? Yung mga iPhone 12, yung value 60,000. Habang lumilipas ang panahon, bumababa, nagde-depreciate yung value ng ating gadget. Okay? So, habang tumatagal, bumababa yung presyo ng ating mga gadget. Until such time, may sale na, di ba? Mas mura na. So, that's the time na, di ba, sasabihin natin, susunod na ako bibili, no? The other time na ako bibili pag mura na. So, meaning, you're waiting for a longer time so that the value of that gadget goes down. Okay? So, inversely proportional yung time at yung value ng gadget natin. Okay? So, ganun yung inverse proportion or inverse variation. So, let's have an example. Sabi ko nga kanina, almost the same lang. Tingnan nyo. Y varies inversely as x and y. Now, if y varies inversely as x and y is equal to 3 when x is equal to 4, yun yung first condition, then find y when x is 6. Okay? So again, make an equation. Since this is inversely proportional, so y is equal to, lagay tayo ng bar because inversely k over x. Because x or y is inversely proportional to your x. So ganun lang. Then, when y is equal to 3, x is equal to 4, we have to find k or solve for k. Simple lang, substitute. So what is y? Y is 3 is equal to k. K, what is x? 4. Then transpose 4, cross multiply, so magiging 3 times 4 is equal to k. So 3 times 4 is equal to k is equal to 12. This time, na-solve na natin yung constant natin k. So we're now going to find y when x is equal to 6. Okay? Ganun lang kasimple. So y is equal to the same equation, y is equal to k over x. Substitute the given, so y is equal to k is, na-solve na natin, that is 12 over x is 6. So y is equal to 12 divided by 6, that is equal to 2. So therefore class, y is equal to 2 when x is equal to 6. Napansin nyo, from here yung y, 3. Pagdating sa second condition natin, yung y naging 2, meaning the value of y nagde-depreciate o pababa. Pero dapat yung value ng x dapat tumataas. Tingnan nyo, yung x is 4, yung x4 dito, pagdating dito, x is 6. So meaning, if we lower it down pa yung value ng ating y dito to 1, mas lalaki yung value ng x because they're inversely proportional. Okay? So again, we're done with direct variation or inverse variation. Next is we have, okay, joint variation. So sa joint variation class ganito, sorry for the joint variation, there are situations required to use, okay, more than 2 quantities. So if kanina we are only using two quantities, the x and y or a and b, this time pwede nang more than 2. Okay, pwedeng 3, 4. Okay? So joint variation situation where variables depends on 2. Okay? So let's say for example, dalawa ito. If w varies jointly, okay? Kasi joint variation tayo. Jointly as x and y, then w is equal to k. Nandito pa rin yung k natin, x and y. Because si x and y varies jointly sa w natin. Okay? So in given equation, if x and y increases, diba? Parang ano lang siya class, parang direct variation, pero dalawa. If these two, x and y increases, mag-increase din si w natin. No? Parang if x and y decreases, mag-decrease din yung value ng ating w. Ano yung isang example nito? Isang example nito class is yung area. Okay, area ng isang bagay. Let's say for example, area of a square. So habang tumataas yung length mo at yung width mo, tumataas din yung area ng isang bagay. Okay? Habang lumiliit yung mga sides ng squares mo, lumiliit din yung area ng square. Parang ganon. Okay? So how are we going to solve this? Ganon pa rin class. You find the keywords. Ano yung keywords dito? Varies jointly. Varies jointly. Nakita nyo? Z varies jointly as x and y. When we say jointly, parang direct variation lang din to, kaso lang joint variationing si x and y. So that is why x and y, meron pa rin k. Okay? The same is A varies jointly as B and C, meron pa rin k. Nakuha? So the same thing. So meaning, pag tataas yung value ni x and y, tataas yung value ni z. Pag tataas yung value ni B and C, tataas yung value ni A. So that is joint variation. So the same thing, no? Napakasimple lang. So yung pag-solve natin from the equation, tingnan natin yung keywords. If x varies jointly, since jointly, dalawa, as y and z, and x is equal to 30, y is equal to 5, and z is equal to 3, find x when y is equal to 8 and z is equal to 10. Paano yan? So make an equation. So x varies, so si x varies jointly, lagay tayo ng k, y and z. Nakuha? So we are going to solve for k when meron tayong x 30, y is 5, and z is equal to 3. Then you substitute. So solve for k. So 30 is equal to k. What is our y? 5. What our z? Z is 3. So you multiply 5 and 3. So that makes 30 is equal to 15k. Because 5 times 3 is 15. So if napansin nyo bakit nandito yung equal sign, because we have to divide these both sides by 15 so that masolve natin si k. So that is 30 divided by 15, that is 2. 15 divided by 15, that is k. So we are now a value of k is equal to 2. So nasolve na rin natin yung k, ganun pa rin. We're now going to solve x when y is 8 and z is 10. So the same, use the same equation, y is equal to k, y, z. Then substitute the given, so x is equal to k. What is k? 2. What is y? 8. Z is 10. So you have 2 times 8 times 10. So what is 2 times 8 times 10? That is equal to, x is equal to 160. So therefore, okay, x is equal to, hence x is equal to 2. Okay, no, sorry, this is x is equal to 160. Let me correct this one. Okay. Correct lang natin eh, class. So x is equal to 120. Yun. So x is equal to 120. Okay, x is equal to 120 when, okay, y is equal to 8 and z is equal to 10. So ganun lang, di ba? So simple lang. Importante lang talaga yung keywords na joint variation or inverse variation or direct variation. And the last variation that we're going to discuss is what we call the combined variation. This time, combination of a direct and inverse variation. Okay? So, combined variation is another physical relationship among variables. This is the kind of variation that involves both the direct and inverse variation. So, ano yung keywords? Ito. Varies directly, sasabihin niya class, varies directly and inversely. So, merong dalawa. Okay? Let's have example. Z varies directly as x. So, meaning si x is direct variation and si y inverse variation. The same thing here. A varies directly as B and inversely as C. So meaning si B is direct variation and si C is inverse. So if makita nyo, since si X is direct and si Y is inverse. The same, B is direct, C is inverse. So ganun lang yung ano. Ano yung example nito? Yung ang daming mga example nito no sa module natin, yung electric current, no? So habang let's say for example yung voltage natin, yung anong tawag nito sa TLE nyo, okay? So one example of this is let me check yung sa current habang let me check your module. Okay, here. So, if mapansin nyo sa module nyo, page yun. Page, anong to? Page 9. Okay? So, one of these is yung current. Okay? So, current and yung voltahe natin and yung resistance, no? So, this example is a best example para sa ating combined variation. Okay? So, paano natin solve the same thing? Ganun pa rin. Okay? Ganun pa rin yung pagsosolve natin. Paano? So, let's have an example. Find the keywords. Let's say for example this one, if x varies directly as y and inversely as z. So meaning, if gagawa tayo ng equation that is x varies directly, meron tayong direct variation, so lagay tayo ng k. Sinong direct variation? Si y. Sino yung inverse variation? Sino yung inversely variation? Si z. So ganun lang. So find k when x is 9, y is 6, and z is 12. You substitute this given to solve for k. So 9, that is our x, is equal to, okay, k is unknown, y is 6, and z is 12. So transpose 12 or you cross multiply. So that makes 9 times 12 is equal to 6k. Okay? So multiply 9 times 12, that is equal to 108. That is equal to 6k. Divide both sides by 6 so that ma-eliminate natin yung 6k ay yung 6 sa k, and 108 divided by 6. So we'll have k is equal to 18. Since na-solve na natin yung k, solve for x when y is 3 and z is 9. Okay? So, substitute the given. So x is equal to k is 18 times, okay, nawala yung, okay, wait lang class. Okay, so okay, wait, diretso natin, so direct variation natin, let's have this again. Okay, so click tayo sa direct variation. So na-solve na natin yung k natin, which is 8. So substitute, medyo nahuli sa ano natin class, no? So this is 18 times, ano yung y natin? Y is 3. Okay, so that makes 18 times 3, that is 54. Okay, 9 over 9. So that is 6 over, okay, ito yung kabuuan. Okay, so that is 18 times 3, that is 54. Then divided by 9, that is 6. So therefore we can say that x is equal to 6 when 9 or when y is 3 and z is 9. So if you notice class, napakadali lang, no, yung variation. So you just have to take note or watch out for the keywords, yung direct variation or directly proportional or directly proportional or direct variation, inversely variation or inverse proportional, yung mga keywords. Jointly, okay, may mga ganon. Okay, so you have yung combined variation, so babantayan nyo yun. So in that case, alam nyo na yung direct, ano yung inverse, lalagyan nyo lang ng k, so masosolve nyo na. So find the first condition, then pag nasolve na yung k, then you solve now for the ano. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. This is Sir Paulo El Maestro. God bless you all. Thank you.